Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome to today's full moon readings. I'm doing these a few days ahead of time. We are heading for a full moon in Scorpio. It's a really, really powerful moon. I'll say a little bit more about it in just a moment. But welcome back, everyone. Welcome back if you're part of the Moon Magic family already, and welcome if you are new. It's amazing to be connecting with you. We have 3 cards, and I'm going to draw some tokens in a moment as well for those who would like a little bit of an extra something to really help to guide you into the right reading for you, or readings. Sometimes it's more than one. Now, this is a very, very powerful full moon. Full moons very often illuminate things for us. A full moon can be a time of release, a time of illumination, a time where we can even find clarity after a period of confusion. But it's a very significant turning point. They're often quite emotional. And because this is a full moon at the time of doing this reading, we're heading for a full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio has a depth to it. So, the energy of Scorpio, ruled by Pluto, the lord of the underworld, we can see things being brought to the surface that perhaps we haven't seen before. And astrologically, a lot is happening at the moment in terms of transformation and also restructure. And the restructure could be internal. We're also perhaps seeing it externally in the structure of our worlds, and also on the global stage as well. So let's tune in with the energy of these 3 cards. I'm going to show them to you more closely. I'm going to draw some tokens too, and then I will move on into the readings. So our first card is the card of Chameleon. This is a card of patience. Okay. Our second card for pile 2 is the card of Crocodile. Traditions. And our third card for pile 3 is the card of Eagle, Higher Vision. I love these cards. They felt so appropriate, this pack, for today. I always list the cards below for anyone that is interested in them. It's just they have such an electric energy about them. And of course, actually there is this sort of unexpected electric energy around this full moon. Let's draw some tokens for you as well. So, getting 2 for pile 1. We have a beautiful little lantern. Okay, this is for pile 1. And also we have the Omega sign. I think it's this way up. I think that's right. Or this way, 111. This is the way up. 111. Those numbers may be relevant to some of you. So we have number 9 and 111. We have a lantern and we have the Omega sign. We've got 3, I think, for pile 2. We have, look at this. We have number 1 and it's an Aladdin's lamp. We have number 54, it's a dog. I thought it was 34, 54. I need to put my glasses on. Number 54. And we also have 27, a pair of glasses. Okay. Then we have the Eagle, Higher Vision. We have an old, like a record, like a record player, a record being played. This is 73. And we have a yin-yang sign, 69. Beautiful. Okay. So, this is, these are the cards for pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. These are the tokens, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Beautiful souls. I'm going to leave the video running a few moments, as I always do. Timestamps are below. As always, I will put them in the description below. There are chapters as well to follow, depending on what device you're watching on YouTube. And I will put everything in a comment as well. Beautiful souls, I will see you in just a moment in the readings. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have Chameleon with an energy and a guidance of patience. And we have a Lantern, which really connects me to the energy of the Hermit card, actually. Very much about perhaps internal reflection. I feel that there is advice being given to you, actually, in terms of the full moon, to maybe on the day, if you are able, I fully accept, we have busy lives and things are happening, but I wonder if it is possible for you to actually take some time out for reflection, for internal reflection. Omega, the Omega sign is also about beginnings and endings. So there's a shift here. Let's see what we're being shown. I mean, what is the full moon energy bringing you? What's it going to offer to assist you? This is a moon that could bring unexpected happenings. Gosh, I'm seeing 3 cards from this pack, actually. Let's see what else we are shown. We'll draw your oracle cards first and then your tarot cards. That's your card. Definitely, definitely. We have, let me see, what else are we being shown? I am seeing both this and actually this one. Yes, I thought that was more than one, and we just want the one. What are we being shown in your oracle cards? There we are. Okay, let's see what we have here. So we have Virgin. Light attribute, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. The shadow attribute, fear of intimate union. Hero, heroine. Light attribute, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. The shadow aspect, escapism and a false sense of heroism. And then we have poet. I'm rather liking your cards. There's a purity here. Light attribute expresses soul insights in symbolic language. Shadow attribute turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. We then have resin. Resina. Resin is interesting, very interesting energy, because resin is kind of, I always feel for me it brings in a connection to time. Because, something like an insect, we find resin that has turned into amber, for example, with these perfect insects preserved inside. I think something has been preserved within you, almost waiting to come out and blossom. Okay, we then have abundance, domicile moon. And we have moonrise cleansing. We also have card number 15. And this is Queen of Love. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. Okay. How interesting that you have fear of intimate union versus maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. I think something has been preserved in time within you that is ready to be guided into being. Okay, and I think this moon is bringing a turning point for you. Look at the way we have this prism, this rainbow, and this beautiful full moon, and then we have the domicile moon, abundance. Now, I think you are actually already beginning something that's very new. And because of the Omega, endings, beginnings, endings. And it's something that is pretty good for you. Really, really very good. Something that enables you to express yourself. Yes, something you've held out for. I feel like you maybe re-find a purity within you. Chameleon energy is very interesting because chameleons literally can change their colour. I mean, they're incredibly I mean, they do so as a form of protection in many ways. So if they're sitting on a leaf, they look like a leaf. If they're sitting on a flower, they look like the flower. There's an adaptability and a flexibility. But I feel that whatever you have been navigating in your life, I feel that you have retained a purity of soul, a real purity of heart and soul. It's stayed within you like this beautiful candlelight burning constantly. I don't think, whatever life has thrown at you, I don't think you've never ever lost that purity within you. You may sometimes, some of you have come close to it. You may have felt, that life was really challenging on occasions, but I don't think you have ever lost that real depth of purity, ever. That love, that sense of love, the essence of love. And I think it's about to pay off, actually. Let me focus that camera, make sure it's focusing for you. Yeah, I think it's about to pay off. Interestingly enough, I sort of feel as well that you don't have to do too much to bring this into your world. I think it's coming because of your vibration. It's almost like the more you can center yourself in love, literally the more will come to you. And abundance could mean abundance, like open your arms to receive money, wealth, whatever. But it could literally also mean love and joy and happiness. It doesn't have to be, financial stuff. Let's draw your tarot cards. This looks to me like it's a really good experience, this full moon. I do think getting still and just so that you are fully open to receive is really important. Be available to receive, holding that vision, holding that light, particularly holding the light, almost holding the light more than the vision. What are we showing? I'm seeing this one here as well. And that one. Okay. Okay, so look at that, 3 of Wands, looking ahead, holding the light. It's like lighting beacons almost. 7 of Wands. This is fascinating because this is about not being affected by the energy of others. Okay, now not very long ago, I actually did some readings. I think it was literally last week. I sort of lose track of the readings I do because I do them and then I disconnect in order to be fully engaged with whatever I'm doing. But I did some readings about protection from negative energy. You may find that those are really helpful to you. I will see if I can put a link. In fact, I'm just going to make a note to myself. Bear with me. Okay, I've just made a note and I will try and remember to put a link to those readings in the description box for you. Because I sort of feel this is about you being able to... Yes, I'm getting the message from this card too now. This is about you being able to be not affected energetically by anything that anyone else thinks, by envy. Because what you have preserved, that's what's coming through with this card. What has been preserved in you is this kind of innocence. There's a purity in you. That means that you will attract envy and that there will be people who see your love, they see your light. They will be very attracted to you. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they are... maybe wanting to do the work, to be like you. They're just attracted to you. And in a way they want to be like you. But I mean, this is about your journey because this is something that's coming to you. You've really held this purity of light. When someone comes forward in your world and they see your light, they kind of want that. They want to attach themselves to you. They want to be a part of your energy, but you may not want to be a part of them, or you may find that you're giving too much. And this is about preserving your own energy, literally preserving your energy. You've managed to preserve your light. despite all sorts of things going on, all kinds of challenges. But actually, this is, and you really have retained it, but this is, it's time for you to actually to receive, okay? Now we have the King of Cups. Yeah, look at this Ace of Pentacles, to receive. And to receive something, wow, that will enable you to look ahead with, what's the word I'm really looking for? To kind of, to actually physically, I think, I mean, look at the cards, to physically move something ahead in real terms. Okay, so maybe something has been static in your world, and part of the static energy is because you've been processing all kinds of stuff, or whatever you've been doing. You've always retained your light. Now something is coming to you. I think this full moon represents a culmination or a turning point or an opportunity where you're moving from the old to the new. I think it's going to happen quite quickly. Now, I've said the energy of this full moon is a little bit almost unpredictable. I want to say expect the unexpected. Okay, you've got the Chariot. So something could happen very fast, and you have the Eight of Wands, which is a very, very, very fast card. Okay, so your task, your job, your part to play in the co-creation of something absolutely delightful coming to you is to keep your energy clean. With the cleansing card, really keep your energy clean. Be literally surround yourself in a bubble of light and protection. Be focused on the light. And if there are specific things that you are wanting to manifest and draw into your world, whether that is abundance of stuff, money, possessions, circumstances, or it is abundance of love, focus on it. You know, if I had time, if I was you, if I was pile one, and I was thinking, and I had some time on the day of the full moon, I'd be creating a vision board. In fact, even I'm doing this several days before the full moon, several days before this, I would be potentially saying, create a vision board, something that can really hold your focus. The Three of Wands, because this is bringing a turning point. It's opening something up for you. I think you'll be offered something. And I think it connects to something that is a part of the vision of the future that you have wanted to create. You have possibly been waiting patiently. But whatever this is, what is so absolutely gorgeous here, my beautiful pile ones, is you have preserved your light. Whatever you have faced during your life, you have preserved your light. You've preserved your purity, even when you have had to step up in the face of challenges. And this is almost like the karmic comeback to you. I think something will be gifted to you. I think you'll love it. Look at his meditative gaze. Look at this. It's like your ship comes in. We've got a beautiful sailing ship here. So be your part in the co-creation of this is keep your energy pure. Maintain that purity and keep your light burning. Not just like a little candle inside a lantern, but like a blooming great beacon. Light the beacons. Meditate and light your beacon of light, and light your beacon of hope, and light your beacon of desire, and hold it. Hold that vision in the build-up to this phenomenal moon, this phenomenal full moon, which has a really, really potentially unexpected and unpredictable energy to it. But those shifts and turns and potential openings and possibilities are phenomenal. And it doesn't, that they're not necessarily, just because something's unpredictable, it doesn't mean it's negative. If you're leaning into that energy and the potential of that, this can deliver. So I would honestly be sitting in that space of profound potential, of endings and new beginnings. Keep your light burning. This is your part to play. Keep your light burning, literally. Light those beacons in your meditations, the beacon of light that is you. Sit in the very essence of who you are as a queen of love. And in that amazing position of pure love, because you have preserved this despite everything, I think you will be gifted something. And because you are holding that light, that love, I think it's really going to shift your world forwards at a rate of knots. Literally, it's going to transform. It's going to offer you a pathway ahead. Something is moving. It's happening. It's coming to you. And yeah, I think that is what I'm seeing here for you, my beautiful pile ones. Pile one, this is your reading. When we get to the full moon, do come back to this reading, or if you're watching it around the time, do come back and let us know in the comments what emerges, because I think this is so dynamic, this moon, that literally something could just arrive, like and you'd be like, whoa, where did that come from? Well, it's come back to you because you have always held that light. You've kept your purity, so keep it, hold on to it. Do not allow yourself to be tapped into, prodded, poked by anybody else's energy or anybody else's stuff. Hold your purity. That way, preserve your purity, just as you've always preserved your purity. It's just that you've preserved it maybe more quietly, and now it's time to really turn the volume up on your light, make it a beacon, and open yourself to receive. Pile one, this is your reading. Keep us posted. Thank you for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for those of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments. Do let us know how things are going. Tons of love. Thank you so much, all of you who are thank you just all of you for being here. Thank you for tuning in to the Moon Magic Tarot channel. I am honoured to be reading to you, truly. It really is a blessing to be connected with you all. Tons of love. Pile two, welcome to your full moon readings. What is the full moon bringing you, showing you, happening for you? What is the energy of this? You have crocodile traditions. I love that you have the magic lamp, like Aladdin's lamp, and a beautiful dog and some sunglasses. Let's just draw your cards and see what we are shown before we dive into too much. But it's an interesting, very, very interesting card to start with as your sort of significator card, your first card. We are being shown this one as well. I'm seeing this and this one. And this one. Okay, I'll put your tarot cards to one side. We'll look at those in a moment. Let's look at your oracle cards first. We have Thief. That's interesting. Light attribute sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. Isn't that beautiful? The shadow attribute, stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers that you think you lack. The visionary card, wonderful. Light attributes, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Shadow attributes, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. And then mentor. This is making some sense now. Light attribute, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. Shadow attributes, inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master, imparting false instruction. Okay, we also have melanosis, a darkening. We have the Queen of Innocence. Okay. Right. This is really, really fascinating, your reading. You then have Night Moon Shadow Work and Full Moon Forgiveness. Okay. Okay, darkening. When the crocodile card came through, what I was really hearing was roll with the punches. You know, crocodiles have a very interesting energy, and they, when they catch their prey, they take it down and sort of wedge it under a stone and they leave it there. So it will sort of tenderize. They have the ability to wait, basically. And when you see a crocodile in the water, you may not even see it. Its eyes could be just above the waterline, but the rest of the crocodile, it could be huge, isn't actually seen. So it's got quite an interesting sort of shadow energy around it. On the one hand, it's got some sort of like power and strength and resilience. It can roll with the punches. It rolls itself over. On the other hand, the shadow side of it is that it's you don't see something coming, okay? Now we have melanosis, the darkening. Now a full moon is inevitably going to illuminate something. Now we have the magic lamp. This is interesting. We have the dog with loyalty and the sunglasses. Now sunglasses, again, they bring shadow, they bring shade. They help us, interestingly enough, if light is very bright, they help us to see more clearly. On the other hand, sometimes people wear sunglasses so that you can't see their eyes. It was something I remember one of my daughters was talking about. There had been a post it's a social media post about dating sites, you know, and there was a big sort of number one thing when you take your photos, don't wear sunglasses. Apparently loads of people wear sunglasses, and so you can't see their eyes. I think there's something that you haven't seen. Look at this, you know, I'm thinking about wearing your heart on your sleeve. But here we see somebody where the coat is being opened and the heart is inside, it's hidden. Okay. The visionary. Yeah, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable. Crocodiles can wait. And a mentor. Now this really connected with the dog for me. Passing on wisdom. I feel that a mentor or somebody who will be loyal to you is actually potentially going to assist you in some way, shape or form. Either that, or you may even have come across somebody who you thought would be a mentor, who you thought would be a guide to you. And maybe they've let you down in some way, shape or form. Now, the Queen of Innocence asks you to get back in touch with almost like the child part of you that remembers what it was like to feel safe, to feel as though you had complete and utter trust in the world. Now, I'm fully aware that there could be some of you who have not experienced that as a child, but I'm aware that many of you will. I mean, it's the time when you believed in magic, you know, the time when you would read those story tales, those fairy tales, you know, about Aladdin and the magic lamp and the genie, and you rub that magic lamp and your wish, you can make some sort of wish and it will just come true. Interestingly enough, melanosis, the darkening. You see, this is a card that is actually really, really positive, even though you look at it and you might think, oh, this is a dark card. The same with shadow work. You see, in a way, this is a card that says, you know, you've done the work. You've done it. Well done you. This is amazing. Whatever's happened to you, you've done the work. Traditions. Crocodile, learning to roll with the punches, you know, learning to handle things. Forgiveness. I do wonder, you know, with the card of mentor as well, which for me does connect to the card of the hermit as well. I wonder whether the turning point for you, what is being illuminated for you, is maybe a turning point when whatever has happened to you, you can start to find your way through this back to a space of innocence. Like maybe somebody, a mentor, comes in who is genuinely loyal, and it may be quite difficult for you to trust them, but actually maybe you can begin to trust again. Perhaps you have had really challenging experiences that have really taken you into the shadows, which is what the darkening is about. It's what the shadow work is about. But it's like coming out the other side as a visionary, knowing you could even become a mentor. You could be becoming the mentor for other people who are needing somebody to bring them back to the light, to help them to return to a place of hope and possibility. Let's draw your tarot cards. Okay, we're seeing these immediately coming through. Interesting, they come through together like that, and we see this one, okay. I'm going to go with those that have just, arrived here as well. Let's see what we have here. We'll look at these three first. Right, the wheel is turning. Now look at this. You have the Six of Wands. So you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Wands, and the Nine of Wands as well. Look how low this fence is for her. I really like this Nine of Wands because I feel like whatever challenges she's faced, for her, a challenge now is something that she can kind of step over quite easily. It's not like a gigantic wall of challenge. She just can step over it. It's like she's got that inner trust in herself. Something is shifting and you are to be visible. Okay. We have the Five of Wands. We have, in fact, actually, we've got three cards here. I'm going to leave these to go here. And we'll put these along the top. So we have the Five of Wands, which is very competitive kind of card. We then have the Emperor. We then have the King of Wands. Wowzer. Then we have the Page of Swords. Okay. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. Right. Okay. This is really, really interesting. Now, this is where the visionary is coming in, right? Your reading is now becoming clear to me. So, I think that this full moon is to potentially illuminate either an idea. It will either give you an idea, like a spark of genius, a moment of brilliance, something that you can take forwards. You can be a leader in your field, okay? And now this is either something you have already been working on, but you've been maybe working on it undercover, almost not wanting to put it fully into the world in case someone stole your idea. But you have been working on this. This is going to, the full moon is going to show you how to bring it forth, how to make it real, how to take it into the world, launch it, for you to be visible. Or you will be given an idea, and this will be that spark of genius, that incredible, wow, I can do something with this. I could really, I could take this to a whole new dimension. I think something of your spark comes back to you. What's interesting though is I also feel that you get help with the mentor. It could be if you are also working on something alone, that somebody comes along who is ready and willing to invest in you, to support you. We also have, the Ace of Wands. We have the card of the Lovers. This completely reinforces that view, that message coming through here, because we have the Ace of Wands, we have the Lovers, and we have the Ten of Cups, which is a connection of great harmony and satisfaction and purpose and love. I guess for some of you it could even be an intimate partner who actually supports you 100% to bring something forward. Really, they've got your back. But for many of you, this could be a business partner. But this is somebody who really wants to get behind you. This is someone who sees you and believes in you. So I think that the full moon energy is going to bring to you an opportunity. A bit like like if you were to rub your magic lamp and a genie says, my wish is your command, and you happen to be wishing for someone to help you, to either give you an idea or something that would give you a calling and your passion and take your life forwards, or I think for many of you, you're already doing something. You're already working on something or writing something or creating something or building something. It's incredibly innovative. It could be that book idea that has come from doing the shadow work. It could be a new way of healing and it's come from doing the shadow work. This is something that comes from experience, real experience. And I think that someone comes in to really, really get behind you with this. And I think the full moon is illuminating and opening that possibility for you. It's a match made in heaven here. It really, really is. And I do think although it could be, as I said, it could be intimate love. It could be, that your partner steps up, your spouse steps up and says, do you know what? That idea you've got, it's amazing. You've been mulling it over and they've never shown much interest. And suddenly they say, do you know what? I'm with you on this. I'm 100% behind you. What can I do to help? They give you their backing. They might even say, look, you give up the day job and I'll focus on my work. I'll do overtime to help you to bring yours to fruition. Or they could be saying, actually, I can help you. I can do this. It could be a brand new love. It could be a business partner. It could be a friend. It could be anyone. But I think someone is coming in who is going to be like that magical person who really, really sees you and admires you. You've done the work. And now they are going to help you to get to the top of your game, whoever they are. Literally, they're going to help you climb that ladder of success. And I think it could be very lucrative. It does look for me like a business thing. Yeah, I do feel now with the thief, maybe you have literally been keeping something under wraps, or your gifts have been kept under wraps. You haven't really stepped up and been able to show yourself. But for many of you, there's something that is so unique and remarkable that you're bringing forth that you've kind of kept it under wraps because you didn't want anyone else to see it or to know about it or be aware of it, because somebody could have stolen your idea. And suddenly someone comes in and they are behind you 100%. Literally, they're like, we want to invest in you. And that is what I'm seeing. Yeah, I really do. I think there's a loyalty coming in here. I think this is your reading. I think it will, what may have felt like how can I bring this forth? How can I get this going? How will I ever have enough time, energy, resources to make this happen? I think that's changing. Somebody sees the success, the potential, and here they are, willing to back you, willing to invest. Pile 2, this is your reading. I think this is what the full moon is going to bring to you. I think this is this opening, this space of possibility. And looking at the sunglasses, I'm hearing sort of blinded by the light. You might need to, I think your light, I think you're going to shine. This is, look at the public success here, the acclaim. You are at the top of your game here. You're the emperor, you're the king of wands. People are going to respect and admire you. You're going to be a leader in your field. Wow, no wonder somebody wants to get behind you. Yeah, I think they'll be putting on their sunglasses, blinded by the light. Pile 2, this is your reading. Thank you so much for being here, beautiful souls. I wish you every blessing, and I am utterly thrilled for you. Keep us posted in the comments, and even if you can't voice what it is you're doing in a completely open way, let us know if you are working on something and that you are moving it forwards. We'd love to hear that, even if it's in slightly thoughtful tones. Thank you so much to those of you who do comment. Thank you for being a part of this community. You are truly appreciated. Thank you all of you who give back through the super thanks in the comments, and all of you who have been making donations and who donate through the Moon Magic membership area and also through Patreon. Those are the platforms where I do my extended readings. Beautiful songs, tons and tons and tons of love. I am mega excited for you. So yes, within reason, keep us posted, and tons of love to you. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. We are finding out what the full moon is going to be bringing for you. It's got quite an exciting, possibly unpredictable energy, but you know, the full moon can illuminate, the full moon can heal, the full moon can really bring us a big turnaround. Now, with this record, I did kind of hear broken record, something going on like a broken record, and with the yin yang, something needing to come back into balance. Okay, but I don't want to say too much because I'm not sure what that will mean. It could be, there could be a different interpretation with the record coming through. It could be that something needs to be replayed. But the eagle is the higher vision. So let's draw your oracle cards first and see what we are shown. May we please kindly ask for information for my pile 3s, please. May we please kindly have information about the full moon energy for my pile 3s, please. I'm seeing this one. And I'm seeing this one. May we kindly have information for my pile 3s, please. Yes, it's definitely that one. This is yours here. Okay, you have Queen of Abundance. Okay, that's pretty fab and cool. So you have card number 35. What else do you have? Right, Damsel. Light attributes, understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Shadow attributes, waiting for a knight to provide for you, seduction by romantic illusion. We have visionary. This came out in pile 2. If you were drawn to pile 2, there may well be a message. I can strongly recommend you check it out. There may be a message for you there. Light attributes, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. Shadow attributes, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Scribe. Light attributes, preserving knowledge and information. Shadow attributes, altering facts or plagiarizing others' work. And then we have playfulness, dolphin, which is also bringing in an energy of confirmation. How interesting that we've actually brought in to your reading an additional card from this pack. Now, I hadn't really even gauged that I was doing that. This is unexpected. Okay, I think something is arriving in your world very unexpectedly. Look at this puma breath, like a breath of fresh air. Okay, I think something is landing in your world. We have moon memories, the past, and we have full moon forgiveness. Okay, how very, very, very fascinating. I'm blown away that you've got a second card from this pack. For some of you, right, this is very specific. Hence the record, actually. It's not a broken record, it's repeating. I think that some of you, somebody could come back into your world from the past. Maybe it's someone where you actually kind of broke up or you went your separate ways. This will be a message for some, not all, but I feel like somebody could come back in to your world. This is just for some, not others. For others, there could be an idea that comes back. It's like you're replaying something. You go over something again, but you don't go over it with negativity. I think you come at it from a completely different perspective. If you had a book idea and you put it down because you just wasn't going anywhere, it felt like you were going round and round and round in circles, like you were going over and over the same old. hearing the same track again and again, like a broken record. But actually, it's time to reinvent it. I think there's something, as I said, someone could come into your world. You could return to an idea. It could be something that you have dismissed once or got stuck, or you started to sort of, you started something and now you suddenly get this idea that means you take it off in a whole new direction, and something that is really original, visionary. Maybe you had an idea and you thought, this is kind of okay, but I feel like it's a bit like, I'm kind of writing the same story, or somebody else has done it before. Suddenly you know how to take this forwards in a way that it's never been done before. Look at this door opening, this gateway, this window of opportunity. The forgiveness card is interesting. We'll ask a bit more about this, but I think something is happening, and it's like a breath of fresh air. If you were giving yourself a hard time, if you did something as well, let's say you were writing something or creating something, and, you ended up, going down the road of using AI or something. I don't know. This could open up to something where you just know how to run with it without that. You can do it in an original, visionary way. There's something here that's coming back in. It's like the energy is lifted, the higher vision of the eagle. Something is coming back into balance. There's a replay, and there's an opportunity to do something again differently. That is what's coming through here. You can do something again differently, whether it is with someone, or it is an idea, or a book, or a relationship, or a friendship, or you can talk to somebody. You are going to be able to do something, to have another go at something and do it differently. And you bring to it, or it brings to you, a real essence of joy, of abundance, of colour. The Queen of Abundance, I always think the word abundance, this does not necessarily mean money. It means happiness, it means excitement, it means joy, it's excitement. It's passion, it's creativity, it's playfulness. Look at the light on this dolphin. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing in your reading. You get another go at something. I think this is rather groovy. Can you let us know in the comments what you get to have another go at? I'd be thrilled to find out. Absolutely thrilled to know what this is for you. Let's draw your tarot cards and find out more. May we kindly ask about this opportunity to replay, to have another go. I wonder what it is as well. I'm really excited for you. Seeing that card as well. Okay, I think that's it. But we can always draw more. Wow, look at this. You have the Magician. You have the Magician. Okay, this is a card of alchemy. Now you have the 10 of Wands, and you have the 4 of Cups, and you have the Ace of Wands. Okay, wow, look at this. You've got the Ace of Cups and the Lovers. Woo, this is just like so exciting. Okay, right. Can't believe this. You've got 2 aces. The Ace of Wands is that spark, it's that creativity, it's that magic, that amazingness. You've got the Magician, right? So this is something that maybe last time you tried it was overwhelming with the 10 of Wands, or even boring with the 4 of Cups. Maybe you just weren't ignited. You just didn't feel passionate, or maybe somebody pissed on your fireworks, excuse the language. There's a dampening down, or a overloaded, oh God, this is hard work kind of stuff. Maybe circumstances just meant that it was impossible at that time to be able to run with this. But I think you get a replay, basically. And this time, the energy is so different. It is exciting. There is chemistry, there's creativity, there's passion, there's desire, there's a connection. This is amazing. Whatever it is, whether it's writing that book, I don't know, painting that picture, meeting that person, re-meeting that person. I think the full moon opens an opportunity for you to have another go at something. Whether it's love, whether it's whatever it is, you have another go at it. Look at the perfect balance of the yin yang. Yeah, you're gonna have another go it's another replay. Isn't that gorgeous? It's a breath of fresh air. This is fabulous. I love it. I love the energy of this. I'm really, really excited to know what it is. Of course, it could arrive in quite an unexpected way, because that's the energy of the full moon. I mean, look at the way, this is where we have the forgiveness card as well. We can see the light here, and yet we've got the darkness of the mountains below. Maybe it just was something that previously felt heavy, or it just previously didn't feel possible, or there was a dampening down of something. Maybe you couldn't express yourself. Maybe you weren't able to voice how you really felt, or really feel. Maybe you didn't have enough confidence to talk about how you felt, or to put pen to paper, or to really, really voice your idea, because you didn't think other people would believe in it. This is, or maybe you were in a place where you were, waiting for a knight to provide for you. And in fact, now you are so fully and amazingly able to look after yourself. You're the catch of the century, but somebody comes back into your world. As I said, there's a replay. Because now you can do healthy romance. Maybe you were tangled in some other stuff, the shadows of stuff, and now you've sorted that out. Perhaps you had too many burdens and responsibilities. Perhaps you were working too hard and there wasn't enough playfulness. No time. But that is what I see, and that's what I think the full moon is bringing, an opportunity to have another go at something, however it arrives for you. I think this is so exciting, so exciting, and something that wasn't previously possible. Pile 3, do keep us posted. This is your reading. I don't feel there's anything else to follow through with. Whatever it is for you, it will be personal to you. So I'm not going to draw cards. I mean, all I think it would do is show me that for some it could be a relationship, for some it could be a project or a book or a painting or whatever it will be. It will be so unique to you, but it's something you tried before that didn't work out, and you get to have a replay at it. And this time it is successful. It's gorgeous. So, wonderful pile 3. Do keep us posted in the comments. I would love to know what's going on in your world. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me for these readings. Thank you all of you who comment, who share. It's wonderful to hear about you and your lives, and the way you support me and the way you support everyone else and each other. It's lovely to read your comments. Thank you to those of you who support with extra donations. I know some of you have been donating. I'm very grateful. And thank you to those of you who also support through the Super Thanks and through Patreon and through the Moon Magic membership. All of your donations help me to keep on putting free stuff into the world. Beautiful souls, tons and tons and tons of love.